Shalom Yisrael. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Chakodash, that belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who are well and tells the truth, and salutations to the Akim, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity. I'm the brother Rapaya from the Great Millstone Camp here in Chicago, and Lord willing, it's an edifying lesson. And the brother Shathia, all right, he gets to travel and see historical places that our people built up. Right, this is the house of blackheads. Right, he's in Latvia, if I'm saying that right, Estonia. You know, he's visiting all these places and showing us all the relics. You see, look at how we had everything decked out, everything meticulous, detailed. You know, gold frames. You know what I'm saying, paintings and multicolored rooms. You know, today Esau just pushes a vanilla box, you know, so plain. And that's why I know the brother Hawashai Ibadia here in Chicago, he knows of this. There's like a photo we both posted where it shows you like in the 80s how homes were, you know, decorated, and today, you know, some of the same homes actually, you know, less colors, less vibrant, you know, just plain, you see. But this is us. You see these heads here, these dark-skinned individuals, all right? And these are not slaves. This is nobility. Remember, the southern kingdom of Israel, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, all right, because they left off their heritage, became Moors, you know, and conquered Europe and ruled Europe for 1,000 years, you see? And here's some of the what do you call it? The evidence. All right. You see, they have even a so-called black face, right, of a Jake on a bench in the corner of the wall around the crown molding. You see? All right. The proof is there. Look, nobility painted in the ceilings. All right. This guy's a damn devil, man. Esau Edom is the devil the Bible speaks of. The so-called white man is the devil, the deceiver the Bible speaks of, okay? Look at this, all right? You see, this is us doing this. When you read here, all right, this notable lifestyle influenced the entire city's social and cultural. Can't see the other stuff, but this is the Blackhead's brothers became members of the Riga patrician elite. So again, these are not slaves. This is nobility. This is rulership, regalia. Excuse me. It's regal. Okay. And you see our men, dark skin, with beard, with a beard with facial hair, okay? And our women covered up, all right? You don't just make these for your slaves, you know what I'm saying? No, these are our people ruling during those times, you see? Look at this young man here, all right? With gold earring, all right, gold chain, rubies. All right, you see the emerald at his mantle. All right. This is us ruling during these times right here. You see? Look, even the doors, they're so meticulous, so detailed. All right, with our faces. All right. Even here on the door, this is the front entrance. Look how beautiful this door is. All right. Look at the detail. All right, surrounding it with the lion heads, the lions, and the head of Jake, right? The angel on top with the wings, you see? Look at that. Edomites don't build like this, you know? Remember, everything that Esau has, they stole, they murdered, you know, raped, their way into every possession they have, man. You see? And that's why it's important to read the scriptures, to get understanding, because everything written aforetime was written for our learning. You know, the scriptures tell us That what? They painted their likeness over our images. Okay. You see, look at that. That's a Jake. That's not an Edomite. All right. You gotta understand, these so-called white people, when they take over your land, they name the land after themselves. You know, Psalms 49:11. Right? They take your identity. They take your language. And over time, they change your history. You see? That's why the scriptures are so important, because it's the history of the world. The Lord himself left this for us. All right? And because of Yahweh's sacrifice, he was able to open these seals so that we could understand these parables. All right? These dark sayings, these secrets. All right? Only being revealed to his servants, the prophets. You see? And that's how we're able to tell you, the truth in these last days. You see? Look, Jake with the curls on his head, the bandana like Mataz. That's a Jake custom, man. Okay? Look at this. This what is this, like a bronze cup, golden cup type. It was more like bronze, I can see at the bottom. But nonetheless, look at it. It's beautifully made, done by hand. You see? And look at the Jake right there, bronze color, Because, the Hebrew Israelites, we're in different shades of brown, man. All right? And in these last days, the Lord's heritage is like a speckled bird. We're going to look like all other nations, you see? But this is what we're going back to, man. When Yahweh returns, we're going to get that color, that height. We're going to get our power and looks back, okay? But look at all this. You can't hide all this evidence. Esau's trying to get rid of all these things, you see? But the Lord put it in their heart in Europe over there to keep it, you see? In a museum. All right? Because the average American Israelite, they're not into this stuff, man. They're not looking at this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're not even thinking about traveling to Europe, man. You see? Our people are lost and destroyed, thinking about the bag, some weed, some adultery, some sort of folly, man. All right? But don't want to look up their roots. Don't want to search the Lord. All right? Look at this. The lions with Jake in the center, Jake on top. This is royalty, guys. You see? All right, our people were not in little huts in Africa, shucking and jiving, okay? That's some bullshit. It's these Edomites, man. All right, these are the word Caucasian means cave dweller. All right, and in the book in Job, it says that these are base men. All right, grunting. Okay, walking on all fours like a fucking beast, an animal. That's who Esau Edom. All right, our people taught them to speak, how to bathe. These niggas don't bathe. All right? Edomites are filthy people, man. You see, physically and spiritually. They're the damn devil. And the Most High hates them. He don't like them. All right? Shit. Look at all that. There's like the stamp right there. It's Jake. Look at Jake, Look at his fit, man. He even got like golden knee protectors type shit, bro. Like what? and look at them shoes, man. Them feet shod in iron, and that's flexible, man. All right. They cared and put a lot of attention to detail on these things, man. All right. Because we're royal people. We're set apart from everyone else, man. You see? This young man right here just coming up. All right? Beard going to come in a couple years. You know what I'm saying? This is a young man right here, all right? Give him some time. All right? But this is raw. Look at it, man. Puha Mauritius Kuya must be. I don't know what language this is. This is a Shatia question. Or a ChatGPT question. But nonetheless, look at that. The trumpet with the flag of Jake on it, man. You see? With fringes there on the end around that flag too. All right, look at this. Is that a mask, like a helmet? What is this? Or maybe it's a cup, or maybe it's like a container. Yeah, I see some latches. I see. Okay. But look, even the mugs have our faces on it. You see? Everything, man. We let you know who's ruling. Just like Esau, Edom today, man. Whose face is on the money is an Edomite's face, man. It's not even real money. But you see, with us, we have a little face on everything we put, man. Pretty much. All right? Because you can't erase this history, man. You see? The truth is coming out. All right? Look at these guys. Booty-faced slaves. These are our slaves, man. All right? Holding up, these guys are holding up nobility right there in the 1500, what was that, 61? Look at this raw ass chair, man. What? Man, great detail into this thing, man. You see? Our people, man, are so raw. All right, we're the Lord's chosen people. We're above all other nations, man. All right? Look how we do things, man, when we're in rulership. Now, again, these, our people were going off during these times, of course, But look at the detail, the attention to detail in this work here. All right? You can't tell me that we didn't rule Europe for 1,000 years, man. That's what Esau refers to as the Dark Ages. You see? Look at that. With lions and Jake in the center. A side profile, you see his nose, his chin, right? All chiseled. He got the curls, right? The woolly hair. You see? And these are set in places of nobility again, right? Esau has stolen all these things, of course. All right? Those castles that you see in Europe, hey, that's our stuff, man. We built that stuff. Those were our homes, But the Lord, Yahweh, is the one that sets up one, he takes down another. Right now is the time of these heathens to rule. You see? And we're approaching the end, man, because now, hey, the truth is all over the place now, man. Look at this. All right, we're a royal people. You so-called blacks, you're not African Americans, man. All right, you're Judah, the head tribe. You see, and you you Jakes from the West Indies, Bahamas, Jamaica, Aruba. You're the tribe of Benjamin, all you guys. All right, you're royalty. You see, Levi, the Haitians, man, the so-called Haitians are the tribe of Levi, man. And Judah, Benjamin, and Levi makes up the southern kingdom, the kingdom of Judah, and that's how you get Jews. The southern kingdom was referred to Jews, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You see? And Judah, Benjamin, and Levi ruled Europe for 1,000 years. That's why you got all these artifacts here. Look at this. This fine detail. Edomite's not going to have someone design slaves on these things to look at every day, walk past, and use. Hell no. This is our people, man. You know what I mean? Look at this, man. All Jake. There's no, because these heathens are irrelevant. All right, they're less than nothing, man. Why would you put, deck up your or paint or make sculptures, beautiful artwork of slaves? You know what I'm saying? In royalty, hell no. That's our people. You see? All these photos, man. Look at this. Look at this detail. All right? We're not Africans neither, okay? We're Hebrew Israelites. Africans like Barack Obama are Hamites. All right, Hamites, a whole different type of nation, you know. Oh, 1300s, 1399. Before Christopher Columbus came over here, man. All right? Before they took over. You see? We taught these people how to clean themselves, how to dress, how to act, right? How to conduct themselves, you know? All that formal dining etiquette is in the scriptures. No elbows on the table, that's in the scriptures, man. We're not niggas. We are a chosen royal people above all other people on the earth, man. You see? Look at this. All right. The Lord of hosts, right? It says throughout the scripture, the Lord of armies. All right. And we're the Lord's army here on the earth, man, in the house of David. All right. Remembering ourselves in the land of our captivities. All right. We ruled, man. But because our iniquities have separated us from our power, hey, other nations have ruled over us and oppressed us. And that's why we're at the bottom collectively today. You see? But look at this guy. You think he's a... this nigga, he got Jake on his outfit, man, and his helmet. All right? That's like just having an Edomite within our army, you know, in our armed forces. You know, we're just going to put his ass to work. Just like he does today. Hey, there's Jake in the military today, the police department, you know. Just like Cornelius of the Italian band, you know, Israelites, you see. But here it is, Esau put this mannequin here of an Edomite, right, with that proud boy mustache, right, that gay boy mustache, you see. But look at his outfit, man. You see. That's why we got to pay attention to the little details, man. All right. The volunteer firefighters of the Brotherhood of the Blackheads. That's raw. You see? So, hey, everything Esau has, hey, he got from us. All right? This devil is not creative. He's a thief. You know? In Scripture it says that Jacob is the former of all things, man. Of all things. Esau's not creative. You see? Look at all these things, man, with a crown on top. This is so raw. And this is our history, man. All right? See, our people have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. And that's why the prophets are here, man, to show you the right way. Direct you in the way of Yahushai. Who's our mediator? Who's bringing us back to the Heavenly Father? You see, and this candle holder holds 7 candles right there. See, you count 7 spaces, right? Man, the Madonna with the child going off, but that's our people, man. You know. Yeah, they lie in the faces of these things, but not on all of them. All right. Here's a brother Shathia showing us all the artwork here. Look at this. That's supposed to be the Lord right there. But you got to remember that these people are in rule, and they whitewash everything, right? Iconoclasm. All right, let's go back to school. Look up words. All right, iconoclasm is to destroy the image, which they've done. All right. That's the Lord over there. Look at the prophets. You see all dark skin. Look at that in the background. There's no denying it. You see? You can't deny this stuff, man. Yeah, see, Esau isn't one just being shown abroad, right? Because regular Jake ain't got no money to be traveling to Europe and doing these things, But the brother is available to do this, sightseeing and seeing the right things, man, right? Our history. This brother travels a lot, and he always brings back relics and artifacts showing our people ruling in Europe, okay? We ruled Europe for 1,000 years, guys, all right? The evidence is right here, man. You see? The Black Madonna, the so-called Black Madonna, the Black Child, right? You see? Again, our people were going off, but nonetheless, it's them that did this. Our people made all these things, man. You see? And Esau came right behind and whitewashed a lot of it. Not all of it, but a lot of it. And that's why our people know who JC is today, a so-called white man, right? Jesus, you see? But have no clue of Yahweh or Yahushai. When you try to explain it to them, a lot of them say that the color of the Lord doesn't matter. But the Lord walked the earth, right? They agree the Lord walked the earth. Well, how did he look? Right? Who were his people that denied him? They were Israelites, man. All right, a prophet is not without honor in his own country, man, let alone his own home. Look at all this, man. You see? Look at the floor, the detail, all of this, man. Esau is not creative. Look at those images right there, man. Who are all these dark-skinned people of the Lord here? You see? They're Israelites, man. They're Israelites, followers of the Messiah, okay? Who eventually went off and started worshiping idolatry and all that, and all type of other wickedness. But look at the archangels, even they're dark skinned. All right, don't get it twisted. Look at all that. Look at that. That's Yahushua up there. Ooh-wee, look at that. Dark skinned, man. Okay. Yeah, 3, 6, yeah, 12 apostles. Man, look at that. With Yahushua in the center. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You see, knowledge has increased, man. All right, now we could take this information and flood it worldwide. You see? Hey, our punishment is coming to an end, y'all. We're going to rule again in righteousness, man, and this time forever. Right, the kingdom of Yahushua. Look, that's Yahushua right there. Man, what? Hey, the kingdom of Yahushua is a kingdom with no end. All right? Yahushua is coming back. All right? With vengeance in his heart. All right? And with salvation for his elect, man. These Edomites, man, they know the deal. You see? But nonetheless, hey, this is Psalms 85 and 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. So Truth is coming out, man, with all these artifacts, these relics. You know what I mean? Even in Egypt, they're finding stuff, right? Even in the Americas, in Puerto Rico, in Mexico, the Caribbean, South America, they're finding relics, artifacts of Paleo Hebrew, right? The ancient, original Hebrew. You see? Because the 10 tribes, right? The northern kingdom are over here on this side, man. That's why it's important to know and understand the history, our history. The northern kingdom went to slavery first, right, under the Assyrians. And then the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, they went into the Babylonian captivity. And we were split after King Solomon passed. You see? And that's why we were on this side of the world before. All right? Because it tells you that in 2nd Ezra, was it 13, verse 39 on down? Hey, we came onto this side of the world, man, all through prophecy. You see? And that's why Christopher Columbus, when you read about him, he was a tiny top, a fake tiny top, right? He came with Hebrew interpreters because he read the book of Esdras and he knew we were over here. You see? So no, truth is sprung out, man. All right? Truth is sprung out, and hold on, let me charge this. Yeah, let's get there real quick. Yeah, 2nd Ezra 6 and 27, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for truth, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared. You see? And Thawada Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for giving us apostles, elders, all right, to show us the way. We've entered into their labors. They're the ones that the Lord put the Spirit upon them to do all the hard work, man. Before this internet blew up, hey, the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone, all right, we're researching these things, man. All right, getting together and searching out truth and breakdowns and, you know, getting understanding and revealing it to the world, man, to wake up the elect. You see? And that's why, hey, we're out here boldly proclaiming that, hey, we are the children of the Most High. We are Hebrew Israelites. All right? It's evident. You see? And that's why we're occupied in prophecy, because we cannot wait till the Lord restores the kingdom back to us. You see? And that's how we know the time is short, man, because these things are being revealed, man. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 2, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. All right, and we saw with all the artifacts the brother showed us, you know, in his travels. You see, we saw what do you call it? We saw the images of Jake. All right, and we saw some, you know, even whitewashed, even, you know. This is damn, where's that? One second. Yeah, 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. And that's why you got JC today. All right? A strong delusion of our people. You see? But hey, only the elect are going to wake up to these things. All right? The Lord, he sends his angel to stir our minds to pure remembrance, man. Once we hear these things, look into these things, you know, you see, there's no putting us back to sleep now. We're fully awake. We know who Esau is, man. We know he's a damn devil. You know, we know Cesare Borgia, right? We see all the lies and bullshit, man. It's crystal clear to us. And that's because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai woken us up. He's given us his spirit. All right? He's given us an understanding heart. You see? Hey, but this devil's going down, man. All right. Let me see. Where is it at? Oh, wait. Yeah, Micah. Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. You know, and these Edomites are in rulership. The earth has been given to the hand of the wicked. All right. Amalek specifically, all right, they're the ones in charge in rulership. All right, they're Edomites. Verse 2, and they covered fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. You see, so when we went into slavery all the other times, we knew we were Israelites. We did our time and we went back home. All right, you do your time and you get released. You know? Hey, but Esau Edom's done a diligent search. They're trying to get the birthright back. And that's why they keep us in confusion. They keep us going off, you see? And that's why they're trying to make us a slave forever by bringing out this microchip, okay? He's going to try to chip everyone, but not the elect. The elect are going to be, the Lord's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. All right? He's not going to get all Israel. He's not going to get none of the elect. Excuse me. All right? But he does all these things by violence, man, hiding the truth. Hey, but you can't hide the truth no more, man. The truth is out. That's why they're going to cut off the internet. They're going to cut off the lights. All right? It's going to be a purge out here. You see? And when there's enough fear set into the hearts of these people, he's going to introduce that chip, man, as a way out. You see? But that's why we have to remember the Lord with all our heart, man. Okay? And repent and be converted. Because safety, the horse is prepared for the day of battle, but safety is of the Lord. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. So you got to know the account, right? You got to believe the report. You see? You got to have 100% truth. You can't believe everything and say, well, yeah, some Edomites can be saved. Hell nah. All right? You're not in one accord with the Lord, man. You see? You got to believe the whole truth, the whole doctrine. All right? Because then the Lord will deal with you. He'll sup with you. All right? He'll share intimate details with you, man, and increase you. You know? He's not just going to do that for anybody. He's only doing that to his servants, the prophets, man. Amos 3:7, he's only revealing these secrets to his prophets. You see? And that's why we have to pray to the Lord to direct our steps in truth, man. Because we could bug out, we could tweak out, we could fall out. You know, it's all up to the Lord. That's why we got to, give diligence to make a calling and election sure and pray to the Lord to direct our steps. He's in control. All right? Just like he allowed this devil to be in control and rule over us, the Lord's still in control, man. You see? But we're the chosen people, man. All right? The whole world knows it, but these Americans don't know shit. All right? These Israelite Americans, I'm saying. Jake is lost, man. It's only for the elect. Only the elect are going to wake up in these last days, man. Only the elect is going to be pulled through the fire. When America is destroyed, only the elect are going to be saved. Not all Israel, only the elect of the nation of Israel. You see? So, it's comforting. Once you know and understand the Lord, it's very comforting to understand the times that we're in. Because, the better is the end of a thing than the beginning of it thereof, you see? And with these artifacts, we did rule Europe. All right? And we're going to rule the whole earth, when Yahweh Shai returns, man. Forever. You see? And Tawada Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for the brother Shathia. All right? Always bringing back edifying relics and artifacts that we could use for the truth to show the world. You see? That we're not just making up stuff, man. All right? There is a difference between Israelites and Hamites. Okay? Those so-called Africans, they don't like us. They don't like our people. All right? But a lot of you so-called Africans from West, Africa are really Israelites, like Nigerians. Those are the Igbo tribe. So on and so forth, man. The Spirit revealeth it, man. You see, we're scattered among all these nations. Hey, but nonetheless, hey, salvation's coming, man. Yahushua is returning soon. All right, and the kingdom that is going to be established, the kingdom of heaven that's going to be established here on the earth is going to be forever. And all our people are going to be righteous and ruling forever, man. We will never go into captivity again. Affliction shall not rise a second time. This is it. All right? When Yahushua comes and destroys Esau and his kingdom, hey, all our people are going to be made righteous. We're going to enter into the second covenant, right? Where all the laws, the statutes, and commandments are going to be written in the hearts of every Israelite. All right? Male, woman, and child are all going to know the Lord. You see? So, hey, with that, I hope this lesson was edifying and exhorting. Shalom.